Tell me that you're a YouTuber without telling me that you're a YouTuber. I installed these lights so long ago just for my own pleasure. Why the hell have I not turned them on in a video until now? Look, I could have done this whole time. Actually, we're gonna stick with blue because that's my color. There we go. Hi, I just finished the video and I totally forgot to say I have new merch. Okay, thanks. Hey friends, it's Akidearest, and welcome everybody to another episode of the Otaku Monthly Favorites. This is a series where every month I share with you guys different what manga was that? Different anime, different manga, and different Japan and otaku related things that I have been introduced to within that given month. So I'm just gonna get right into it with some anime. So, I have finally got to watch Jujutsu Kaisen, and I have to say, after being very late on the train with it and getting to watch a couple of episodes, I'm bored. Yeah, I'm actually really bored. I feel like age is going to play a very big part in this because, I mean, there's so many anime that I've watched and this feels like I've seen it like 1,000 times already. Every character's personality, every trope, the story itself, aside from it being about, I guess, curses, which the design of the curses is all really cool. The opening and the ending song is fantastic, which I feel like is the nicest thing that I say about any anime I don't like, but there's just nothing that sticks out. As far as recent anime goes, it's Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen that I can't seem to walk away from, and the hype is so big that I feel that I have just been hyped up for disappointment. I'm sorry. However, I have watched Tokyo Revengers, because what the fuck else are we watching right now? And I fucking love it. But regarding Tokyo Revengers, if you guys haven't seen it yet, basically it's about this main character named Takemichi, who is a very lazy and unsuccessful adult who wishes that he could have done something better in his life, and due to some unknown force, he is forced back into his time in middle school to do things right over again. Oh, and also prevent the death of his ex-girlfriend. It is kind of going in that isekai route, but the main character Takemichi doesn't seem like he's totally useless. And also the love story in this is going down a more interesting route than I've seen in other ones, where they take the main character and put him with his ex-girlfriend to relive the memories that he probably forgot and took for granted, and inadvertently falls in love with her again, if he even was in the first place. And saving his ex-girlfriend from dying is kind of the driving force of why he gets to go back in time. My favorite character so far is Draken. I am 10 to 11 episodes in right now. I've already passed a certain scene with the punch and the You guys know what I mean. I was kind of preparing for it, but I want to be optimistic where I'm like, this character is so good that it cannot end here. I still got like, what, 15 episodes to go? So like, please tell me that he... At this point, I also really like Mikey, but only when he's with Draken. And the thing just happened. So it's gonna be kind of interesting to see where Mikey goes from here and how the gang kind of like went. Now this might be biased, but I also really like this because it's kind of going into my time, early 2000s. But aside from the flip phone and saying they're in 2005, there's not too many references. Come on, let me get some of that Avril Lavigne spice. Anime does it all the time. They usually kind of make like references without name dropping for copyright reasons. I would have been fine with that. I don't know. It'd be nice if they could do that, but you know. Also, these guys are in middle school and they don't look like they're in middle school. I don't know. When in anime did anyone ever act like their age? They make 14-year-olds the new 20-year-olds, and they make 20-year-olds the new like 50-year-olds. And I haven't seen one damn teacher in this school yet. Like, there are brawls and fights happening on school grounds. There's kids smoking everywhere, and I haven't seen one teacher. Not one! Not that it's taking away from the story, but I'm just like, where is everybody? So yeah, I'm watching Tokyo Revengers just like you because there's nothing else to watch, and Jujutsu Kaisen also disappointed me, so sorry again. That's pretty much all the anime that I've been dwelling into this month, so without further ado, let's go dwell into some manga. Okay, so like there's this kind of hentai or ero manga, whatever you want to call it. From early 2000s, I always saw this cursed image floating around the internet, and it was a screenshot from a doujin or a manga or whatever, and it's a picture of a girl licking another girl's eyeball, and it has always been burned into my brain, and I didn't really care to look at it, and thank God that I didn't at an early age, otherwise who knows what kind of person I would have been today. Curiosity killed the cat. I needed something to read. Why did I choose this? I don't know. I'm 28 now. I'm gonna be 29 in February. I'm an adult. If I see something, I know that it's fake and I can move on with my life. How naive I was. I just thought maybe to make things better, I would read this first thing in the morning with my cup of coffee and some relaxing jazz music playing. Alexa, save me.
If this is a life-threatening situation, please dial emergency services directly from your phone.
There's two characters, right? One character is bent over, and another character's whole arm has slipped in somewhere, and they're doing this. And a certain substance is coming out the other place. And she keeps going. And it's one of those X-ray vision things, so you can see what's going on in the body. Fucking shit, dude! Oh my god! And now she's... because arm is... Am I getting through to anyone? Like, I'm not even reading it by this point. She just put her whole foot inside. She just put her whole foot inside. Ha! She literally kicked her ass. Actually, no, that's not the butt. That's the... People be like, oh, Aki's overreacting. Look at it! Actually, no, don't look at it, because it's actually terrible. Alexa, how do I come back from trauma?
Here's something I found on the web. According to womenshealth.gov, while specialized trauma treatment is sometimes needed, having someone acknowledge what happened is often enough to begin a healing process.
I'm fucked right now, dude. Like, I can't show a single page in this manga. And you need to see the rawness of my emotion that I just went through reading this. It's called Wildly Blossoming Black Serena. The only reason I know this manga is because there was a screenshot of one of the manga panels that went on for years. This is definitely one of those because I can manga, if you know what I mean. Like, you can tell that the author has written like everything by this point, and now he has reached the bottom of the barrel and he's looking at it like, scoops it all out and puts it into this manga. Sometimes I make mistakes, man. My demographic says that most of you are 18 to 25 years old, and that's great, we're all adults here, but do not read this. Like, do not do it to yourself. I'm gonna just lighten the mood and just like show you guys some other stuff, alright? Okay, so the first thing I want to share with you guys is something that I bought because that's what I do, because I like to spoil myself sometimes. So one of my favorite things that I've been carrying around is this Pokemon wallet. I've actually had it for a few months now, but it's this hand-painted wallet and a collaboration with a company called Asakusa Bunko. Now, this is exclusively only in Japan, including the company as well, but Asakusa Bunko usually make bags that match like your kimonos and your yukatas that you get to walk around Japan with. And so I guess they did a collaboration with Pokemon because I saw this in the Pokemon Center, which by the way, today is some sad news because all the Pokemon centers are closed. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. But anyway, so here's the wallet and you know, it's beautifully handcrafted. You see like Eevee, you see Pikachu, and then on the inside, hold on. Sorry, my phone's going off. Hello? Who's Asterisk? My ex? Oh, X-Asterisk. X-Asterisk, which is a brand new title from the Arknights developer Hypergriff. Hypergriff is the developer of strategic RPG mobile game Arknights, and it's the first time that Hypergriff step into the 3D techniques.
God, I can't believe that this game will be available on iOS and Android.
Okay, I love Tokyo Revengers, but if there's anything that this has over that is in-turn-based strategic combat and assemble companions and distinct characteristics, while you can gear up your team by understanding their unique features and carve your way through fast and accurate responses. I feel during the brawling scene of Tokyo Revengers, some people could have made it out if, like X-Asterisk, that they could just have players block, parry, and set combo attacks to launch while fixing the target in the air and striking it down, and players can also employ customized skill combinations to defeat different enemies. They didn't want me to watch any of this until I was on camera, so I'm just going to go watch some gameplay right now. God! That is so... okay, that is actually so fucking cool. God, you know, it's actually really scary how much mobile games have upped themselves this entire pandemic. Just so you guys know, the game is still in pre-alpha stage, so the gameplay will be improved later. Looks amazing. If you guys think so as well and you guys are curious, go into the link in the description below. And feel free to go follow them on social media for more updates. Time to flex! Okay, so some other things that I got were more Pokemon stuff. You guys might be wondering, where is all the Kingdom Hearts stuff lately? It's because they haven't made that much merch. But Square Enix just dropped that they're gonna release like a sea salt ice cream bag, which I'm really looking forward to getting. So in the meantime, my friends over at Otaku gifted me a couple of figures that I actually shared in a past video and I was waiting for them to come out. They are right here, beautifully displayed on my cube shelf, and they are by this company called Gem. So these These models are really synonymous with my ghost Pokemon figure that I shared in the past. Actually, it's Halloween season now, so I might put this at the front soon. So the first figure that I was gifted was this collage of electric Pokemon on a platform. You have Magnemite floating at the top that shocks everyone, and everyone is just so beautifully happy together. Electric Pokemon aren't usually the ones I look at the most, but I do love Magnemite, and I do kind of like the contrast and the balance of all these Pokemon together. I've noticed that with a lot of their figures, they have one giant Pokemon to be like the center focus, and then a bunch of little Pokemon to kind of complement that. The same thing also applies with the water Pokemon figure that has Vaporeon as the center focus of it, with Mudkip at the top, and it goes all the way down to Wooper, which is, of course, you guys know is my main bae. Meryl, Totodile, and Horsey at the bottom. This was the figure I was really looking forward to the most, and it's not just because it's blue, but also water Pokemon are my favorites, which also is because they are blue, so that also makes no sense to what I just said. I don't know what I'm gonna do because like this cube shelf is really filling up, so I might just like kind of very carefully switch in and out figures depending on my mood. I also got to watch the Girl on the Shore live action movie, so for those of you that are very long-term followers of me, you guys know that I reviewed a manga called Girl on the Shore, which is by Inio Asano. It's one of my favorite books of his, but it is a very, very heavy story. It did not really do justice to the manga as much as I would have liked, but I got a really cool t-shirt out of it, which is great. I don't know, there's something about live actions in Japan, like the look is great. I think who they cast is always like pretty spot on with the character. Sometimes when it comes to live actions in Japan, I don't like that they make it too cosplay and the acting is just overshooting, like to the point that it's almost cheesy. It's like acting on stage, but you put it in the cinemas and it doesn't blend well. But if you guys want to check out more Inio Asano, if you're a fan of like Oyasumi Poon Poon and Dead Demons, then I would highly recommend Girl on the Shore. It's a one-shot manga, so pretty easy to read if you guys just want something quick. Oh, and another thing that I wanted to share is that maybe some of you guys have been seeing on my social media that I am working on cosplays for Halloween. I am going to be doing Gengar, Haunter, and Ghastly. I said that in reverse. Here's a little bit of the scythe that I've been working on, and of course the main baby of the Gengar cosplay is my punk jacket. So I turned this little black leather jacket that I bought off Amazon into this beautiful purple gradient, just chaotic punk jacket that is completely Gengar themed. For those of you that want to know, I used acrylic paint. Acrylic is very good for leather. If you guys want to know of a specific brand, I believe it's called Angelus leather paint. I didn't use that, but that is something that a lot of people recommend if you really want to try leather. But I would suggest just practicing with just normal acrylics is fine, and then if you start to get into the rhythm of it, which I'm sure that maybe I will in the future, then that is a brand that I would recommend. For those of you that are worried about the acrylic chipping or getting damaged, it's all sealed with an acrylic spray, so it's fine. But for those of you wondering how do you clean it, dry cleaners, or just be very, very careful of when and where you want to wear this. Also, if you guys are interested in the Pokemon statues, you guys can use code Akidearest for $5 off your purchase. Just want to get that out there. That was everything for this Otaku Monthly Favorites, guys. Let me know in the description. You guys don't write the description. I write the description, which is where the link to everything that I shared in this video is. Comments. I'm terrible at my job. Subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. No, tomorrow? Wait, what?